Well, I mean, I suppose Dossing's drinking cans, playing with myself, you know, just general procrastination.
Dossing is when you take time out to really indulge on what your body wants rather than your mind.
Dossing is basically anything that is counterproductive or fun.
Just having several tins at once, maybe over a few days, maybe over a week.
Just slacking off and just doing nothing all day.
Just like procrastinating, I suppose, just messing about, doing things that aren't important, wasting time.
I got into the world of dossing because I don't want to work. Dossing would include egging. Dossing would include watching television to a ridiculous degree, e.g. watching and enjoying late night poker and dismissing sleep.
Sit and watch TV, maybe order a few takeaways, have a drink, go to the pub, maybe a Wetherspoons.
I guess just like sit on Facebook or watch stupid things on the internet or watch lots of TV, kind of just unimportant things like that.
Just vaping, use my drone, just flying about all day and vaping. Just in my back garden, park. Just any time really. Any time's good for Dawson.
I've turned it off,
The pilot's had a heart attack. Can anyone here fly a plane?
At the moment, I don't work. I used to work, worked part-time for a while I was in uni, but because it's at my third year now, I just don't really have the time to anymore. I probably would have time for a job if it wasn't for the fact that I like my vices. I like to get a bit fucked with my friends. I like to mess around. I feel like you can't have all work and no play. You need to be having a healthy mixture. If I had a job, I'd just be all work all the time, uni or job, whereas to me, dossing is just, it's just fucking about, isn't it? It's just with your friends, just not really caring, just you get a load of cans, sit on your ass, let yourself get a bit fat, like even when you're not with your friends, just, you know, just watching TV, chilling, not really doing anything really. I mean, that's the whole point of dossing, isn't it? Not really doing anything.
I think there's lazy dossing and there's active dossing. When you're lazy dossing, I think everybody does lazy dossing the same. When you can't be asked getting out of bed and you're locked into a sort of Facebook scroll, sort of schizophrenic complex where you just can't get out of bed, you can't get yourself away from your phone. That's passive dossing. But active dossing is actively trying to use your fucking lazy moments to do something interesting. So when I'm active dossing, I try and, you know, like watch a film or like read a book or have an interesting wank, something like that.
My favourite story about dossing, well, you shouldn't really brag. I don't mean to, but I will. I suppose it'd be when I spent my benefit money on scratch cards, and I mean all of it. I fancied my chances, thought we were going to win big. I didn't win anything, I just had a great time, but it was worth it. They've travelled millions of miles across the galaxies. Their mission was simple: pose as stupid creatures and study the habitat. The sheep soon forgot their mission and preferred instead to enjoy the sunshine and wallow in the lush green pastures. Now it's time for them to return home.
I don't get to doss as much as I'd like to. A lot of dossing is social primarily, and you get those moments where you're sort of dossing as a social activity with all your friends, and that's when all the real odd shit happens, you know, especially after a night out and you have like a planned day of dossing, and then you're in the post-night out sort of hungover delirium, and everybody convinces one another to do stupid things like eat phlegm and digest cigarette butts. I bought like £30 worth of sushi. That was pretty fucking retarded. I don't even like sushi. I was trying to branch out, you know, like my friends were like, "Oh, get some sushi," and you know, like I think I like had some Deliveroo credits because they sent me like a fucked up burger. So I was like, you know what, I'll put it to a meal I've never had. Got some sushi because I was dossing. Ate that shit. Sushi's bad, man. It's fucked up.
I've ended up at quite a few horrible afters, people's flats that I'd probably rather not be at, but it's like there's nothing else to do, so why not?
I went to my mate's house the night before. It was such a nice day. It was just like really sunny and gorgeous. It was like, in fact, we fancied a couple at the pub, so we went to whatever was open because it was quite early still, and I was necking a few pints by the river, and it was a gorgeous day. So and we kind of just got in the mood to get a bit more pissed then, but we was skint. He was bunking off work and I was bunking off uni, so like we was just like, we may as well go for a cheaper option. So that's when we nip over to Alder. After sort of bumming a few fags along the side of the road and having a few pints, just put my nip there, get some Stanwich stuff, get the ludicrously cheap rum that they sell there, and as we was like walking to the park across the way, this homeless bloke just sort of comes up to us. We were just like sort of chilling in the park, just having a few drinks and like starting to make these buddies, and this beardy bastard homeless guy comes up to us and starts like just mithering us for a piece of salami, like which quite an odd thing to do. Just kind of tickled me, like I don't know, it's just I mean usually you get him to like ask for a fag or a bit of change or something like that, but this one guy was like, nah, I'll be good with some salami, me, and kind of tickled me and my mate, so it's like, yeah, sure you can, and well, you're right, you fancy coming in and sitting having a drink with us, and obviously he brought his own cider with him, so he was that way inclined. And so yeah, he was more than happy to. And it kind of just resulted in this thing of like, it was like sharing our like salami and like just different bits of meat with him, and like he had this like little bit of bread to make a butty and share that. Well, we just kind of shared like we shared our rum with him, and he shared his side with us, and it was quite wholesome actually to say like. To say he could have been riddled with disease, but like he was a nice guy actually. We got on with each other for quite a while, probably like a few hours. Spent a good part of the afternoon just sitting on the park with him while he told us some of the most horribly graphic stories I've ever heard. I probably shouldn't go into too much detail because they're quite disgusting, but there was a good laugh anyway, just sort of chilling with him.
I'd say it's full-time effort, and it's hard.
No time's best to DOS. You shouldn't be doing it at all. You shouldn't be wasting any time in your life whatsoever.
I don't think there's necessarily like a particular day a week or a particular hour a day. It depends on how your schedule works. Because again, I think it's you know like it's about like when your body is worn out. So like if you work shifts, if you work night shifts, there's no reason why you shouldn't have a dossy afternoon. I think it's as long as you've put some elbow grease into your day, you can DOS whenever, you know.
No dangers. It's fine.
A lot of the time, DOSing involves like drinking or, in some cases, taking drugs and things like that. And so there's obviously like health risks there and mental risks. I say it helps you mentally because it lets you relax, but also if you do it too much, then it can really fuck with your head.
I mean, you could drink, smoke. You could do it sober and without vice, but where's the fun in that?
Dangerous people at afters or whilst DOSing are dangerous, or it's just fun.
Because you know that when you're doing something fucking stupid and pointless and retrograde, you're doing it because you're DOSing, and that's okay. Once it gets past the point of DOSing and you're doing something that you'd usually do whilst you're DOSing, but it's 3 days in a row, you've done nothing and you've not eaten a vegetable for 3 days, that's when you know it's dangerous.
It's quite a lot of fun doing fuck all as well. As I say, just sitting on your arse, drinking cans, getting fat with your mates.
Well, if you enjoy it, you take your joy, you're more in your enthusiasm into the DOS. Without that, you're not DOSing, you're wallowing. Future, I don't think about the future. I'm all about the here and now.